Well, hello, I'm back. So I'm going to do another video. This one is going to be on healing and the journey. How I woke myself and how I've always been a shaman at heart. Never really stepped into my calling until probably a year ago, 2 years ago now. But it was very, very difficult for me to actually step into that role until I had my what do you call it? My go-to lady explain a lot of it and to help and assist me to bring me through the ascension into my true position of being a shaman. I am Aboriginal. I am First Nations. I do live in Canada. I've always been intrigued with my own culture. I was adopted when I was young. I never always questioned everything. I always wanted to know how things were and why and how and what, where, when, and why, how come, the 5 W's, what, where, when, how, why, and how come. Okay, so that was me. I ran into a lot of difficulties being raised in a Caucasian family with their customs, their trades, their beliefs, their religion. I don't have, don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with religion. I am a spiritual person. Religion does play some roles in it, not completely anymore. I do have some beliefs that I carried with me from that, but at the same point, a lot of it I let go. I do believe in a source, a force, not so much God in particular, but you can insert God here as to what your belief system is. I'm here, sitting here. This is my talking feather, so it's talking feather time with me, e.m.m.e, Earth Angel 333. There's a lot of questions about healing. It doesn't really seem like everybody is really touched on the healing part of a person's soul journey and soul purpose. Myself, I have been self-taught. I have gone within myself to find the answers, and after I've gone and compared notes with others, with other videos, I do not associate with a lot of people. I've always been kind of by myself. I seem to be able to think better that way, which a lot of traditional day shamans that are native in the belief system actually do not even live within the community setting of a city. They're always on the outskirts. They're always the outcast kind of idea. Not by their own community, but by choosing to be on the outside of things, on the outside of the box, on the outside of perception, objective, working from the outside in. But I do it the opposite way. I work from the inside out. What I project out there, I prefer to project in a positive, more caring, compassionate, empathic way of being. But when a person has a lot of healing to do, you'll run into a lot more of the other emotions, like anger, hurt, pain, sadness, all the fears. Fear-based emotion is one of the hardest ones, I think, for someone to really work through. And as I was told by my teacher, was that fear is actually false evidence appearing real, meaning that if it appears real, it's false, because you cannot say that you came to be and out of the darkness into the light. There isn't really a pathway that you can take a fear. You walk through, your fears are all, I guess how I would say, from my personal experiences. Fear would be, like the unknown, um, pain, hurt, sadness, all the fear-based and lower emotions. They come from a lower vibration. Um, Happiness, joy, everything is also a higher vibration. So we always try to recommend to bring yourself into a higher, more pleasing one. The music that affects you, the lower bass, bassy, low tones are more on your level of fear-based, and that's where the darkness comes from. So it's not really a matter of darkness equaling evil, darkness equaling, you know, being hidden. All right, so those are the fears that are hidden within yourself that you have to go in within your soul to find. And I like to call it unpacking your suitcase. Because when you go through life and you're packing your suitcase, and like if you're a tourist, say you go touring countries, and you go on like a lavish tour, and you're visiting 5 different countries in a year, you're going to pack souvenirs. You're going to pack stuff that you wanted to keep throughout life, and just pack it away, pack it away, pack it away. That's what we're told. Bury it, bury it, bury it. And then sooner or later, your suitcase that you've been carrying around all your life is going to look like it's ready to explode. And that's where the expansion part comes in, is how I'm interpreting my soul journey. And your soul, sooner or later, that suitcase, if you pack it with enough shit, excuse my French, if you pack it with enough souvenirs through your life, it's going to gradually buckle, and it's going to expand till you can't expand it more, and you're just going to break. Nervous breakdown, end up just like losing your cookies, losing your mind, losing whatever you can to make your journey lighter. So what I've done over the last few years to continue my healing is I've been going back in my timeline, my personal timeline, and I've been healing those ones that I didn't want to look at. And when you actually take the time to look back and you say, hey, I want to work on this one, I'm going to take you through one of my examples. Was I really hit a brick wall in my life and couldn't figure out why. I felt like I was stuck in the mud, stick in the mud. Wasn't going anywhere. It was because I couldn't pack any more in here. Any more memories were all jumbled. They weren't filed. They weren't put away properly. They weren't dealt with. They weren't healed in that sense. So what I did was I opened up my suitcase, and my suitcase was messy. I didn't spend the time packing that suitcase. You're young, and you just want to go. And then you're just like, you've got 30 seconds to pack type thing compared to, 3 days. So now you got to take that suitcase, you got to unpack it and pack it back now. Now there's your boot camp. Now you got to take that suitcase and you're going to unpack everything in it right now. Right now. Unpack it all. Okay? That is what I will leave you with. Now you're going to sit down and take that suitcase that you have called life, and you have to open it now. Okay? So open your suitcase. Next video will be on healing, more healing. I've done a lot of healing over the last while. There's still things that now come up that I don't. Sometimes I don't deal with it, but I prefer to deal with it now, get it out of the air, get it vented, get it dealt with, let it go, and continue on my journey. Sometimes it's not as easy for other people to do that yet. So I've been working with a few people on that, and let me tell you, being a sergeant of arms in a boot camp of a spiritual healing, it is not as easy as one would think. Just a word of advice. So anyways, this is me signing off, talking for another time. Remember to always dream big, never hold a grudge, and always be from your truest, most rawest form, and be true to yourself. In that way you can be true to others. All right, peace out, y'all. We'll talk soon. I'll do another video. I'll be doing random videos throughout So I'll hopefully have some playlists set up with each video kind of falling into each playlist as I go along. But this is what I'm doing for now, and I hopefully it helps. And if you know somebody that maybe need to help, that's kind of having a little rough day or something that, you know, really could use a little extra oomph, tell them to hit me up, watch a video, let me know, like, share, comment, and we'll talk to you all soon. Have a nice day.